Yo, what's up, you guys? Teddy Striker here, and apparently Chael Sonnen is gonna fight Anderson Silva in June. And my God, this fight just doesn't make any sense to me. Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva, they had their fights over 10 years ago. It was about 12 years ago that they fought in the UFC. And Anderson Silva beat him twice. They were both on steroids. It was a competitive fight the first time because Chael was actually it wasn't too competitive. It was more in Chael's favor. He was just taking Silva down consistently. He even dropped him at one point. And yeah, he was controlling him on the ground. He was beating him with his grappling, but Anderson Silva was able to submit him. And then in the rematch, Anderson knocked him out, I think in the second round. And now they're fighting in a boxing fight. It doesn't make any sense. Chael is 42, 43. Anderson's 48, 49. And Anderson Silva, he's still he's been active. His last fight, I think it was in 2022 against Jake Paul. He in my opinion, watching live, I thought that he did enough to win. But it was a very close fight. I haven't watched it since. But it's Jake Paul fights. It is what it is. He lost, but I thought he won watching live. It is what it is. I wish he did, but it's all good. But yeah, Chael Sonnen's last fight was in 2019, and he got knocked out by Lyoto Machida. And before that, he got knocked out by Fedor Emelianenko. And Anderson Silva, yes, he's got several knockout losses on his record as well. Actually, I think he's got one to technically two to Chris Weidman, because of one was an actual knockout and the other one was the TKO with the leg. Then I think he got stopped by Uriah Hall. I think he got stopped by I think there's some other guys in there. I can't remember, but yeah, he did get dropped by Jake Paul though. But he still looks fresh. He's got great boxing. He's just light years ahead of Chael Sonnen on the feet. Chael, he's a grappler. It doesn't make any sense. This guy, in my opinion, doesn't have hands. He's old. Anderson's old, but he's been active. He's still in shape. Chael, all I see him do is just talk. He has a podcast and everything. I don't know why he's back. He's got a job at ESPN, and the bad guy and the fat guy, and with Daniel Cormier. They got that show going on. So, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. But, actually, it does kind of make sense, because I did see that Jorge Masvidal versus Chael Sonnen was in the works. And that's the only way this makes sense. But it's not going to happen, because Anderson Silva is going to knock Chael Sonnen out cold. This guy doesn't have hands. But, yeah, the Jorge Masvidal and, Masvidal fight. I mean, the Jorge Masvidal and the Chael Sonnen fight is exciting, because they do have beef. I think it kind of started because of Ariel Helwani, because Chael and Ariel have beef, and then Masvidal backed up Ariel, and then Ariel and Chael squashed their beef. But then Chael he started trolling Masvidal, saying that Kamaru Usman put a dent in his head, that Kobe just ragdolled him, and all these type of things. And Masvidal has been saying oh, this guy was on juice. He was a dirty fighter. He's disgusting. We don't need him in the sport. All type of things, and just talking trash. And that's actually an exciting fight. And to be honest, I would rather see Chael Sonnen versus Jorge Masvidal than Chael Sonnen versus Anderson Silva, or Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz, because we've already seen what happened when Nate Diaz and Masvidal fought. I'm not really interested in that. I feel Masvidal is just going to be landing the bigger shots. Nate's going to be throwing some sloppy punches. He's going to have a few moments, but Masvidal is just going to land the bigger shots. And Anderson Silva is just going to be playing ping pong with Chael Sonnen's head the whole time, just snapping his head back and forth. It doesn't matter what steroids Chael Sonnen is going to use, because Anderson's going to use the same ones. There's no drug testing. They're both going to be juice. Anderson's already levels ahead of Chael Sonnen, so it's not going to be competitive. Chael's just going to be it's literally going to be Anderson Silva versus Tito Ortiz. Tito looked like trash in that fight. He got knocked out in the first round. One punch and he went down. It's going to be the same thing. We don't need to see it again. Anderson, keep doing your thing. Get money, whatever. But Chael, what are you doing fighting Anderson Silva? You couldn't beat him with your strongest, martial art. And now you're going to go in there with your weakest martial art. What? It's just crazy. But yeah, I just hope that somehow Chael Sonnen, clips Anderson Silva and like somehow knocks him out. And Masvidal, I know he's gonna beat Nate Diaz. Hopefully he wins, and then we can have that fight. They're gonna talk trash because we've seen Nate Diaz in the build up to Masvidal. He really hasn't been selling it. He doesn't really care. As Masvidal would put it, he's being a diva and stuff like that. And Nate Diaz is not interested in this. I'm not interested in this. I just wanna see Chael versus Masvidal, but I don't know if it's gonna happen because Chael Sonnen is gonna be concussed after he fights Anderson Silva. He's just gonna take another L, gonna get knocked out again. You don't need this brain damage. If you're gonna do it, at least fight Jorge Masvidal. That's a beef fight. Like, I saw that like Anderson Silva invited Chael to like a barbecue in Brazil and stuff like that. They're friends in like during the lead up of Anderson Silva versus Jake Paul. So we don't need to see the third fight. It wasn't competitive the second time, and it won't be this time.